It's not a boat, it's a yacht.
If I came up to you and said, that's a lovely boat, and you're like, it's not a boat, it's a yacht, I feel like, I'm not sure, if you're a police officer, let me know, or a lawyer. Would I be justified in kicking them in the dick? I'm just asking. If things got a little heated after that, and then all of a sudden somebody yells from the background,
grab his dick and twist it!
And I proceeded to do that action, would I be in trouble? I'm going to guess, not a lawyer, not a police officer. I'm going to guess I'm going to get in trouble. So what I'm saying is, please don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. If I say it's a boat, just nicely correct me. Otherwise, I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, dude, you shot him in the dick.
I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. God. I feel like that would be the most snobby thing somebody could say. And they're like, oh, it's not a boat, it's a yacht. Well, officer, he said that to me, and then
Kick her in the pussy.
that happened. Listen, these opening comments have nothing to do with the show. I just felt like addressing this. It's the elephant in the room. It is. Anyway, guys, we got a great show coming your way. Amazing headlines, and we're going to play a new game that is a spin-off of something that was very popular and controversial way back in the day when I used to be part of the Scott and Al show. And then it ended up being migrated over to Mike and Scott's show, and then it had to die. But I got approval from the one and only Scott Hastings to do this twist, which he can't wait to join the show and partake. Won't be today, but it will be in the near future. Oh, we're going to get into it. I can't tell you what it is. I can't right now. If you're a fan of the old shows I used to be a part of, you're rolling in your head. Okay, they used to do a lot of things that were inappropriate that got banned. Well, you're just going to have to wait and see. Got to wait and see. Oh, some good stuff coming your way. Guys, don't forget today's show. We're broadcasting from the Storms Bros Junk Removal Studios. So go ahead and hit like. By the way, go to stormsbrothersjunk.com right now and check out. They can give you a free quote. Remember to subscribe to the show, interact with the show any way you can, whether it's giving it a like, leaving a comment, or giving it a review. Any way you do that is great. Remember, today's show is brought to you by Roof Goat USA. Go to roofgoatusa.com, and also by Storms Bros Junk Removal. Go to stormsbrothersjunk.com right now. But I think what we need to do right now, guys, is go ahead and jump into those headlines.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now, here are the headlines.
Oh, people, before we get into the headlines, you got to remember that this is presented to you by Roof Goat USA. Go to roofgoatusa.com. Wendy's is making a lot of headlines right now, not because of them eating like burgers, their CEO eating burgers on camera. We will get to that in the mailbag, but because they're hiring a chief tasting officer where you just eat burgers and then you let them know how it tastes and you give it critiques and whatnot. I'm guessing this is more of going to be a social media position, right? Is really what it's going to be. Because in order to apply for this, you have to send them videos of you consuming of their product and giving feedback on it. So you got to be somewhat appealing on camera and have some sort of niche, right? Type of thing. Like, what's your angle? Because if I did it, I don't think I would get it, right? Unless I was like way over the top on something. Like, hey, y'all, what's up? It's the Huff. I'm going to go eat some Wendy's, Dave's Double Blood, whatever the fuck it is. I would have to do some research and figure out what the fuck I'm eating. Be like, it's Dave's Double. That's a lot of meat that I'm about to hammer in my mouth. Not the first time. Anyway, here I go, fellas. Oh, gosh, the juices, they rolling down my face. They're like, this guy's got it. Let's hire him. Guess how much they would pay me if, for some reason, I got that gig? $100,000 a year. That's insane. listen, if you got a quirky personality, I don't think I would work for it. But there's some of you out there, especially the people that are already the weird, I say weird, but it's just like you're very unique on social media, TikTok and whatnot. That's who's gonna get it. You're like, I'm a single father, nobody loves me. People don't think I'm handsome. And it's like some guy with like chiseled features. He's like, people don't think I'm handsome. But this is great. Sorry guys, I'm really struggling because I'm trying to be a single father. Like something like that's the people that are gonna get it. Something like that. It's not gonna be somebody that really deserves it. Oh, I'm just kidding. What? What? A single father doesn't deserve it? Scott, you're a son of a bitch. You get my point, maybe, hopefully. I didn't articulate it very well at all. What I'm saying is I'm jealous, okay? Paint me peanut butter and jealous. That's what's going to happen. Whoever gets it, I'm going to be like, I could have done a better job. I think they just got it because of this gimmicky thing with their personality type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I'm getting a lot of hate mail started right now. What are you saying? If they talk this way, they're going to get it more likely? Yes, that's going to be the thing. If it's somebody with a strong accent, like I just said, hey, y'all, what's up? They'll probably get it versus somebody that talks like me. You got to think what's going to catch people's ear? What's going to catch people's eyes? If I have giant cans, if I was a sexy woman and I talked like this, I was like, hey, honey, what's up? And every time I laugh, my boobies jiggle, something like that. Maybe it's a fella with boobies that jiggle. I don't know. It depends what they're looking for. Maybe I should stop talking. You just offended a lot of people. But there is some truth in what I'm saying, right? It'll be interesting to see who they hire. It's not going to be somebody with no personality. They're like, hi, my name is Todd, and I'm starting to consume the nuggets from Wendy's. I'm going to open up the barbecue sauce. Ooh, quite the aroma, permeating from this little dip sauce there. Can't wait to slide it in my mouth. Quite the good crunch. Good crunch. I give it a 7.5 on a scale of 10. And the taste, ooh, oh, that's gonna jump up things. It's gonna be 9 out of 10. Something stupid like that. You're not gonna get the gig. Woo, woo. Anyway, so if you want to apply, go to their social media. You'll see how to do it, right? United Airlines. Oh my God, United Airlines, I love you. They can now kick off passengers off the flights and ban them if they're not using headphones. I love this. That being said, I don't think I've ever experienced a fellow passenger doing something like this. I don't think I have. The only thing I've had is somebody that just talks loud and they're fucking annoying, or they eat food. If you eat stinky food on a plane, you should be kicked off and banned. I guess I've had pretty easy flights. I had that one lady one time that had a emotional support little poodle or whatever the fuck it was. Nothing exciting, thankfully, knock on wood. Never had a overexciting flight because of rude passengers. But what do you think about that? Maybe you've experienced something like that. I like it, but I feel like people should be running with this, since United Airlines is, dropping their balls out and going, listen, we're going to stop this. We're going to nip it in the bud. It's got to stop now. I think they need to start issuing fines for people that are on speakerphone in public places. Let's be honest, it's usually the boomers out there because they don't know how to switch it off speakerphone or some shit like that, or they're just deaf. Sorry. I'm hard of hearing. What'd you say, Carol? Huh? Yeah, I go in tomorrow for my colonoscopy. Yeah, I've been shitting all day. Probably need to go run home now. Otherwise, I'm going to crap my pants again. Anyway, yeah. Did you get the Christmas card? Did you get the Christmas card? Christmas card. Yeah, I know it's January, but did you get it? Have you ever? I've had that way too many times, usually at Walmart. And it's usually somebody in their 50s or above. I've never seen a Gen Z or was it Gen Alpha? I've never seen any of them on a speakerphone. If anything, they just got their earbuds in and they're listening to music. Okay, don't make eye contact with you. Though I'd rather that than somebody going, Carol, can you hear me? Yeah. What's a good cream for a rash under your, by your taint? Huh? Go ask Harold. Go ask Harold. See if he has a rash on his taint. Does he have what? Right? I don't need to hear that. Nobody does. Oh my God, I really hope somebody's listening to this show on speakers in their office and they can't figure out how to turn down the volume. Oh my God, that would be great. Or if I'm on a work site, I know that happens. Somebody's like, what? Somebody, don't hurt yourself trying to go turn down the volume. Had John fall off the building. Well, the Huff started talking about old people checking for rashes on their taint, and he tried to run over and turn off the speaker, and next thing you know, he impaled himself on a. I shouldn't have laughed like on a post. That's terrible. Terrible. Sorry. My bad. My goodness gracious. But it is a problem that start issuing fines to people that are speaking on speaker. If there's anything else that people need to be fined for, go ahead, submit it to me at DeHuff Podcast. You can either write it on my timeline or direct message me. Please, if you could, please, at DeHuff Podcast. That would be great. Hey, real quick, when it comes to roof repairs, you're going to want to go with the best. You're going to want to go with the GOAT. But who's the GOAT, Scott? Who is it? It's Roof Goat USA. Duh. Jeepers creepers. You think you'd know by now. Anyway, I'm just kidding. But if you have something going on with your roof, you're going to want to go with the GOAT. You're going to want to go with a company that has a lot of experience, like well over 24 years. If you talk about Bill, the owner in general, he has well over 30 years of experience fixing roofs because that's what he loves to do. Whether it's repair, replacement, insurance claims, Roof Goat USA, they know how to handle it all. And here's what's cool. Whether it's residential or commercial, metal roofs, shingle roofs, whatever you want done, okay, they can handle it all. And they give you a gigantic guarantee, a GOAT-worthy guarantee. 30-year coverage from install date. That's all materials and labor for 30 years from date of installation. That's why they're the GOAT, guys. That's why they're the GOAT. So for all your roofing needs, contact the GOAT. Go to roofgoatusa.com. Again, roofgoatusa.com. They're in Colorado. They're in Michigan. And you know what? There might be some other places going on. You got to go to roofgoatusa.com right now. See what's going on with Roof Goat USA. Experience the Roof Goat USA difference today. Here's what I was talking about before, as the show was getting started, right? I was telling you that I used to do a thing with Scott Hastings. It started with Alfred Williams, and then we migrated over to Mike Evans and Scott Hastings when the show changed. But we used to do a show or a bit called Dead Gay or Canadian. Dead Gay or Canadian, excuse me. And we would say a celebrity name and you'd have to call in. And I was the host and I'd be like, all right, let's go to James. James, I'm going to give you a name and all you got to tell me is this person dead, gay, or Canadian. And they'd be like, okay, I'm ready to go. And all right, James, the name is Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey. And be like, hey, gay. And I'd be like, no, he's Canadian. Whatever, like that. mildly offensive, okay? Would not fly these days, okay? We're a little more respectful now. So I feel like, because like I said, I talked to Scott Hastings, said I want to put a spin on this because I like the idea. I like the idea. Now, I'm not going to give you celebrity names. I'm going to read you a headline, and you're going to have to tell me which of these three options refers to the individual, all right? So, who's ready for it? Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, it's time for Meth-head Idiot or Floridian. All right, let's check in with the announcer, Don Pardo DeHuff. Don Pardo, read the headline. All right, here we go. Here's the headline. And all you got to tell me is this person a meth head, an idiot, or a Floridian? Here we go. A man was accused of chasing flamingos and taking one to a Las Vegas hotel room. Meth head, idiot, or Floridian? Well, chew on it, chew on it. What do you guys think? He's just an idiot. He's just an idiot from Ontario, Canada. But possibly a meth head. Possibly a meth head. Who decides that's a good idea? You have to be pretty fucked up. He might be on meth, to be honest. Because, I mean, that's not a sane response. I'm just going to say he's a flat out idiot. But here's what's fucked up too. So the guy, it's like 3:00 in the morning, grabs one of the flamingos and he's bringing it up to his hotel room. God knows what he did to it. But he hurt the flamingo and popped its shoulder or the wing out of its socket. And then he tried to pop it back in and actually caused more damage. The guy's in a lot of fucking trouble. And what's sad is how many people saw it and didn't do anything. Because it took, I want to say, 3 hours before the police actually were interacting with the individual. Fucking idiot. I'd be pissed. I'm like, you don't do that to animals. I mean, maybe a meth head, but not an animal. Okay? Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I like it. I like it. Let me know. Did you like Meth Head, Idiot, or Floridian? Or should I change it up? Should I change it up? We'll see. We'll see. Let me know. Let me know. You can hit me up at DeHuff Podcast on social media, or you can get me DeHuffPodcast@gmail.com. Maybe you have one that you want to play with the listeners. Okay, you got to tell me the answer in the message, and then I'll say this is courtesy of blank. Okay, and then we could have fun with that. You find it, whatever. Or maybe you have a story from your hometown. If you're like, is this person a meth head, just an idiot, or is he from Florida? Let me know. I think we could have a lot of fun with that. You know what else you could have a lot of fun with? If you put your junk in our trunk. Oh, yeah. Storms Bros Junk Removal. If your home, garage, office, or yard is looking like a disaster zone, you got to contact Storms Bros Junk Removal right now. They can help clear the mess. I get it. Things pile up over time. Sometimes you don't realize it until like this time of year. It's spring cleaning time, especially here in Colorado. We had snow the other day, but by the next day it was all gone, right? So temperatures are in the mid 60s. You want to open up your house, start cleaning things out. Boom, you realize you got a whole bunch of junk. And Storms Bros Junk Removal can help get rid of all kinds of things, whether it's couches, futons, mattresses, box springs, appliances, electronics. Maybe you got a bunch of wood or drywall, construction materials, stuff like that, yard waste. They can do it all. So go to stormsbrothersjunk.com right now and see everything that they can get rid of for you. And they'll also give you a free quote. That's stormsbrothersjunk.com. Go to Storms Brothers Junk. Geez, oh my God, I was doing so well. So go to stormsbrothersjunk.com right now, or you can give them a call, 303-736-9404. Again, 303-736-9404. Storms Bros Junk Removal. Put your junk in our trunk. Scotty, you did so well, then you were a massive disappointment. Just like your mother is in you. Connery, shut up. Shut your mouth. You hurt my heart. Let's do this. Let's go and jump into the mailbag.
Mailbag. You've got mail.
James wrote in and said this. What the fuck? The dumbass McDonald's CEO keeps making videos of him reluctantly eating the product. Which, by the way, if you watch those videos, and I think we played it, where he refers to it as the product. So fucking bizarre. Anyway, James adds on, this is classic boomer behavior. Latches onto a trend and can't let it go. Like a grandma that talks about her gyat, is it gyat? And Riz, while deep-throating a glizzy. What? Oh, my God. Did you guys ever see Beer Fest where Gam Gam, the grandma, is like, she's all, oh, yeah, I could. She starts warming up. She's all, do you want me to warm up the sausage? then she's all, oh, I can fit this whole thing in down there. Anyway, that's what that reminded me of. Yacht is, I think that's how you pronounce it, but that refers to butt. And the only reason I know this is because of my kids. And Riz, I think that's like your charisma, right? I don't know where, I get the Riz and charisma, yet gyat, I don't know what the gyat is, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I totally see that, James, that he's a total boomer. He thinks it's hilarious. Let's just keep making a new one. Guys, the more videos you're putting out there, McDonald's, the more I don't want to eat your product. My daughter says, can we go to McDonald's? And I'll be like, I'd rather go to Wendy's now or Burger King or anywhere else because McDonald's just pisses me off now because of their fucking CEO and their social media crew. And in a sense, I can't blame the social media crew because he's probably like, oh, gosh, guys, they're totally eating this up. Not like that I'm actually eating it. Oh, wink, wink. Allegedly. There was one video he did, because I feel like he's done like 4 or 5. There was one where I can't remember what sandwich it was, but he like wipes away the food with a or his mouth with a napkin, and people think that he actually like spit the food into the napkin and was like, that was so good. This product is delicious. Man, it really is a bad PR stunt that they're doing. It makes me despise McDonald's. And it sucks for all the people that work there, the people that are working hard at McDonald's, because they have to sit there. They got a dumb fuck CEO. Is his stupidity on social media going to really impact sales? No, they're too big of a giant. Too big of a giant. But it does affect my decision and making me go, I'd rather go to a Burger King. Did you see the way that fucker ate that sandwich? A&W's CEO came out and did one. Wendy's did it, and I feel like he ate the whole fucking sandwich. I was like, that's the way to do it. But now it's just like McDonald's just like it's like killing the joke. I used to have a boss named Tim Spence. Good guy. I will forever, hold a place for him close to my heart because he's the one that hired me in media first. He saw that I was working hard cleaning. I was doing anything and everything I could as an intern to help out. And I sucked as a promotions intern, but I was more than willing to get my hands dirty and like clean up the prize closets of all the radio stations, stuff like that. And he noticed me and he's just like, hey, I see you're always working hard. We're looking for an overnight position. And that's how I got my foot in the door, was courtesy of Tim Spence. But Tim, I love you. But we used to do this bit called the Jock Sniffer, and it was me pretending to be up in a helicopter. We had the sound effect. I have the chopper sound effect somewhere. Um, and he would what we would do is I pretend to be in the helicopter, and I'd be spying on the Broncos allegedly, and all that stuff, right? Well, he would I remember one time he's like, people are loving this, right? We did like 3 segments in a row where I was in the jock sniffer, and what it was Alfred Williams and Scott Hastings were asking me to do things, and it killed the joke. Totally, totally killed the joke. And that's what you're talking about. I mean, I swear to God, I had that sound effect somewhere. But anyway, that's exactly what you're talking about. That McDonald's CEO doesn't know when to stop because he's a fucking boomer. He's just like, oh, totally eating this up. It's like, stop the bit, or do something else. Okay, that's what you need to do. His next video better not be him eating something. It needs to be him behind the scenes, flipping burgers or something like that. Maybe it's him flipping burgers because he was told that he's not allowed to eat burgers on camera anymore, something like that. That would be funny. But it's like, come on, man. Just stop it. Stop it. Thanks, James, for sending that in. If you want to be like James, go ahead and do so. You can hit me up on socials at DeHuff Podcast, or get me on email, dehuffpodcast@gmail.com. That's it for the news from the Storms Bros Junk Removal Studios. Thanks for listening or watching and supporting the show. Big thanks to Roof Goat USA. Go to roofgoatusa.com right now. You guys are amazing. Next episode coming up, we're going to do the sports section. It's DeHuff Uncensored. I'll talk to you next time.